notebooklm audio overview tutorial, turn notes into podcasts. Hook, the game-changing feature you're missing. Google just killed the traditional podcast format. notebooklm's new audio overview feature turns your messy notes, PDFs, and research into a natural-sounding podcast in literally seconds. No editing, no recording equipment, number 10-hour production process. 2 AI hosts break down your material like you're having coffee with experts. The question isn't whether you should be using this, it's whether your competitors already are. So what does notebooklm's audio overview actually do? In 15 seconds, you upload your notes, click one button, and the AI generates a full podcast-style conversation between two hosts who explain your material back to you. That's it. That's the whole thing. Think about how you normally deal with notes. You read them. You reread them. You highlight stuff. You forget what you highlighted. It's a mess. This completely flips that process. By the end of this notebooklm audio overview tutorial, you'll know how to turn any document into a polished audio summary. And I'm not just showing you the basics, we're building a full podcast from raw notes in under 5 minutes. Stick around for the advanced workflow section because that's where the real magic happens. Why notebooklm audio overview matters, context. Here's the real problem nobody talks about. We all take notes. We rarely go back and read them. Research says most people revisit less than 20% of what they write down. That's a massive waste of time and effort. But audio? Audio fits into your life differently. You can listen during your commute, during a workout, while cooking dinner. You're turning dead time into learning time, and that's a huge productivity unlock. Now, you could record yourself reading your notes out loud. But let's be honest, that sounds terrible and takes forever. AI-generated podcast-style overviews are better because they summarize, they prioritize key points, and they present the material as a conversation. It actually feels engaging. This next part will save you hours every week if you're a researcher or student. But honestly, it applies to everyone. Content creators use this to review source material before filming. Professionals use it to prep for meetings. Students use it to study on the go. The use cases are genuinely endless. Getting started, set up and uploading your first source. Let's get into it. notebooklm is free. Go to notebooklm.google.com, sign in with your Google account, and you're in. There's a premium tier through Google One AI Premium that gives you higher usage limits and priority generation, but the free version is more than enough to start. Once you're in, click New Notebook. Give it a name, something descriptive so you can find it later. I like to name mine by project or topic. Now you need to add sources. This is what the AI will use to build your audio overview. You can upload PDFs, paste Google Docs links, drop in website URLs, paste plain text, or even link YouTube videos. The flexibility here is wild. I usually combine 2 or 3 source types for the richest output. Pro tip, don't just throw everything in randomly. Organize your sources around a single topic or theme. The more focused your inputs, the tighter and more useful your audio overview will be. If you dump in 10 unrelated documents, the AI will try to connect them, and the result gets messy. Common mistakes I see? People upload scanned PDFs with no OCR text, the AI can't read images. They also upload massive documents when only one chapter matters. Trim your inputs. Better sources equal better audio. Simple as that. Step by step, generating your first audio overview. Okay, here's the part you came for. With your sources loaded, look at the bottom right of your notebook. You'll see the Notebook Guide panel. Open it, and right there you'll find the Audio Overview option. Click Generate. That's literally it. One click. Now, as of the latest update, Google has added some customization. You can adjust the focus of the conversation by adding instructions before generating. Want the hosts to focus on a specific subtopic? Tell it. Want them to explain things at a beginner level? Tell it. This prompt box is powerful and most people skip right past it. But here's where most people get stuck and how to avoid it. They leave the instruction box blank and get a generic overview. Take 10 seconds to type something like focus on the 3 main strategies and explain them with examples. That one sentence dramatically improves your output. Behind the scenes, the AI is synthesizing your sources, identifying key themes, and scripting a natural two-speaker conversation. One host typically drives the discussion while the other asks clarifying questions. It mimics how real podcast hosts interact, and honestly, it sounds shockingly natural. Generation usually takes between 1 and 5 minutes depending on the length of your sources. While you wait, I usually prep my next notebook or review the written summary notebooklm also generates. The two-speaker interview format isn't just a gimmick. It works because the back and forth creates natural emphasis. When one host says wait, so you're telling me that, that's a signal to your brain that this point matters. It's built-in active learning. Advanced techniques, optimizing quality and using audio outputs. Now let's level up. The quality of your audio overview is directly tied to your source material. If your notes are bullet points with no context, the AI has to guess what you meant. But if your notes include even brief explanations, the output jumps in quality. Spend 2 extra minutes fleshing out your notes before generating. It pays off massively. Here's something most people don't realize. You can edit your sources and regenerate. If the first audio overview misses something important, go back, add a paragraph to your notes, and hit generate again. The AI rebuilds from scratch each time. Wait, there's actually a hidden feature inside audio overviews that 90% of users never find. After the audio generates, you can interact with it. There's an interactive Q&A mode where you can ask follow-up questions about the content, and the AI responds in context. It's like having a conversation with your own notes. For exporting, you can download the audio directly and share it. Want to share it as a link? That works too. I drop mine into Google Drive, embed them in Notion pages, or add them to study playlists. Speaking of workflows, I personally use Notion to organize all my research before it ever hits notebooklm. It keeps everything clean and tagged. Then I use Jasper AI when I want to expand those audio insights into written content like blog posts or newsletters. And for any visual assets, thumbnails, social posts to promote the audio, Canva handles that in minutes. I use all 3 of these regularly, and I'll drop links in the description if you want to check them out. When should you regenerate versus accept the first pass? My rule: if it covers 80% of what you need, keep it. If it missed a core theme or went off track, refine your sources and regenerate. Bonus: advanced workflow plus time-saving hacks. Here's where things get really fun for power users. I built a workflow where my notes in Obsidian get exported into notebooklm weekly. I generate audio overviews every Sunday night, and by Monday morning I have a playlist of everything I need to review for the week. It takes about 15 minutes of setup for hours of value. Content creators, pay attention. You can use audio overviews to repurpose research directly into video scripts. Listen to the generated podcast. Note which talking points the AI emphasized. Those are usually the strongest angles for your content. I've written entire video outlines this way, including parts of this one. And remember that interactive Q&A feature I mentioned? Use it after listening. Ask it, what were the 3 strongest arguments, or what's the most controversial point? It's like having a research assistant on demand. Outro, your turn plus exclusive resource. Let's recap. notebooklm's audio overview changes your workflow in 3 ways. 1. It turns passive notes into active learning. 2. It reclaims your idle time for real productivity. 3. It creates a repeatable system for processing information faster than reading ever could. Here's what I want you to do right now. Open notebooklm, upload one note, just one, and generate your first audio overview. It takes 2 minutes. You'll immediately see why this matters. I've dropped links to every tool I mentioned in the description below, including Notion, Jasper AI, and Canva. Go grab those if they fit your workflow. If this tutorial helped you, smash the like button, it genuinely helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more AI tools and productivity breakdowns every week. And drop a comment. What's the first document you're going to turn into a podcast? I read every single one. I'll see you in the next video.